Chosen one, God is funding your life now. Stop worrying. Listen closely, because what you are about to receive is not small, not ordinary, and not something you can afford to ignore. I am telling you plainly that I am stepping into your life as your provider, your source, and your covering, and this shift will change the way you see everything. If you turn away now, you may miss a moment that carries the weight of your next breakthrough, the kind that settles your fears and lifts the burden off your chest. I am not speaking in riddles. I am revealing a truth that has already begun to unfold in your life, and I need you to stay with me until the end. What I am saying is simple but powerful. I am funding your life in ways you cannot yet fully see, and you must stop letting worry steal your peace. Type Amen if you agree. I am telling you that you are not alone in your struggle to make things work, to stretch what you have, and to hold everything together when it feels like it is slipping. You have carried the weight of uncertainty, the fear of not having enough, and the quiet panic that comes when you do not know how things will turn out. But hear me clearly. I am taking over what you have been trying to control on your own. This means your provision will not come only from your effort, your plans, or your limited understanding. It will come from me, from places you did not expect, through doors you did not knock on, and through timing that you could not arrange. Before you go any further, pause for a moment and show your faith with a simple action. Take a second to like this video as a sign that you are ready to receive what I am releasing into your life. You have been conditioned to believe that everything depends on how hard you work, how much you earn, or how perfectly you plan your future. That belief has kept you in a constant state of tension, always calculating, always worrying, always trying to stay one step ahead of problems. But I am shifting that pattern right now. I am inviting you into a different way of living, where you still move, still act, and still do your part, but you no longer carry the fear that everything rests on your shoulders. I am your source, not your circumstances, not your job, not the opinions of others, and not the limitations you see around you. When I say I am funding your life, I am not only speaking about money, though that will come as well. I am speaking about provision in every area, your strength when you feel tired, your clarity when you feel confused, your peace when everything around you feels unstable. I am filling the gaps you cannot fill and sustaining you in ways you did not even know you needed. You have been asking how you will get through this season, and I am answering you now by saying you will not only get through it, you will be carried through it. You must understand this deeply. Worry is not helping you, it is draining you. Every time you replay the same fears in your mind, you are stepping out of the place where I am holding you and stepping into a place of doubt. I am not asking you to ignore reality, I am asking you to trust my authority over it. What you see is not the full picture, what you feel is not the final outcome, and what you fear is not your future. I am already ahead of you, arranging, preparing, and making a way. Type 1111 if you believe. There are moments when you feel like everything is closing in, like every option is running out, and like you are about to fall into a place you cannot recover from. In those moments, I need you to remember what I am telling you now. I do not step in late, and I do not forget those I have chosen. You are not an afterthought, you are not overlooked, and you are not abandoned. I have seen every tear, every silent prayer, and every moment when you tried to stay strong, even when you felt like giving up. What is happening in your life right now may not make sense, but it is not random. I am using this season to reposition you, to remove what cannot sustain you, and to prepare you for what will. Sometimes I allow things to be stripped away, so you can see clearly that your true security is not in temporary things. It is in me. When you rely on me fully, You will begin to experience a peace that does not depend on your bank balance, your situation, or the approval of others. You are entering a phase where things will begin to align in ways that surprise you. Opportunities will appear, help will come, and solutions will unfold. It will not always look dramatic or sudden. Sometimes it will be quiet and steady, but it will be real. You will notice that what used to stress you no longer has the same power over you. You will feel a calm confidence growing inside you, not because everything is perfect, but because you know, I am in control. I am also teaching you to release control in areas where you have been holding on too tightly. You have tried to fix everything, to manage every detail, and to prevent every possible problem. That has exhausted you, and it has kept you from experiencing the fullness of what I can do. Let go of the need to have all the answers. Let go of the fear that something will go wrong if you do not handle it yourself. Trust that I am capable of leading your life better than you can. There will be tests along the way, moments when it feels like nothing has changed, and when doubt tries to return. In those moments, remember this truth. I have already committed to your provision. I am not changing my mind, and I am not withdrawing my support. What I start, I complete. What I promise, I fulfill. You are not walking toward uncertainty. You are walking into a plan that has already been secured for you. How are people moving from financial stress to more comfortable lifestyles so quickly? A CIA-linked study suggests a simple 7-second brain ritual may influence how people respond to opportunities. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this method is helping individuals improve daily life. Many are now stepping into dream homes, upgrading to luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could be deleted at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. As you move forward, keep your heart open and your mind steady. Do not let fear speak louder than my voice. Do not let past disappointments define what you expect from your future. I am doing a new thing in your life, something that will not mirror your past struggles. Stay connected to me, stay grounded in trust, and watch how things begin to shift. I did not turn away from you, not even once, even when you felt distant from me. I remained close, quietly arranging things behind the scenes, preparing this very moment where you would begin to understand what I have been doing all along. There is a shift happening inside you right now, a quiet but powerful change in how you see your life. You are starting to realize that you do not have to fight every battle alone or solve every problem by yourself. I am inviting you into a place of rest, not the kind where you stop moving, but the kind where your heart is no longer filled with fear. When your heart is calm, you can hear me more clearly, and when you hear me, you move with direction instead of confusion. This is how I begin to fund your life in a deeper way, by aligning your thoughts with my truth. Type 777 to affirm your belief. You have been carrying worries that were never meant to stay with you for this long. Some of those worries came from past disappointments, moments when things did not work out the way you hoped. Those experiences left marks on your heart, making you cautious, making you expect the worst, even when something good is about to happen. But I am healing that part of you now. I am showing you that your future is not bound by your past, and that what I have planned for you is not limited by what you have already experienced. There are doors that are beginning to open, even if you cannot see them yet. I am positioning people, creating opportunities, and preparing situations that will support you in ways you did not imagine. You may feel like nothing is happening, but that is only because you cannot see the full picture. I am working in places you cannot reach, moving things in ways you cannot control, and aligning everything at the right time. Trust this process, even when it feels slow, because every step is intentional. You must also understand that provision is not always instant, but it is always certain when it comes from me. I am not rushing because I am never late. I am not delaying because I have forgotten you. I am moving with precision, making sure that what comes into your life is exactly what you need, when you need it. This is why you must remain patient and grounded, even when you feel tempted to panic or give up. You are learning to walk by faith, not by what you see in front of you. This is not always easy, especially when your circumstances seem to tell a different story. But faith is what connects you to my provision. When you choose to trust me, even when things look uncertain, you are stepping into a place where my power can work freely in your life. Doubt closes doors, but trust opens them, and I want you to walk through doors that lead to peace, stability, and growth. Type yes to receive miracles. There is something important I need you to understand about your journey. I am not only providing for your needs, I am shaping your character. I am teaching you resilience, patience, and trust, qualities that will sustain you long after this season has passed. If I gave you everything instantly without preparing you, you would not be able to carry it properly. That is why this process matters. It is building you into someone who can handle what is coming. You may have noticed that some things have been removed from your life recently. Certain people, opportunities, or situations may have fallen away, leaving you feeling confused or even hurt. But I did not allow those things to leave without a reason. I was clearing space for something better, something that aligns with where I am taking you. Sometimes what feels like loss is actually preparation, and what feels like an ending is the beginning of something new. Do not rush to fill empty spaces with anything that comes your way. Be patient and allow me to guide what enters your life next. I know what is best for you, and I will not lead you into something that harms you or holds you back. Trust that I am protecting you even when you do not fully understand what is happening. My protection is part of how I fund your life, because I am not only giving you things, I am guarding your path. You are also being called to release fear in a deeper way. Fear has been a constant companion for you, whispering doubts and creating scenarios that make you anxious. But fear is not your guide. I am. When you feel fear rising, pause and remember what I have told you. I am with you, I am for you, and I am actively working in your life. Let that truth replace the thoughts that try to pull you back into worry. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice small changes. Things that once felt overwhelming will start to feel manageable. Situations that once caused stress will begin to lose their hold on you. This is not because everything around you has suddenly changed, but because you are changing. Your perspective is shifting, your trust is growing, and your connection with me is becoming stronger. You are not the same person you were before, even if it does not feel obvious yet. Growth often happens quietly, without loud signs or dramatic moments. But it is real, and it is happening inside you right now. I am strengthening you from within, preparing you for what lies ahead. This inner strength will become your foundation, allowing you to stand firm even when things around you are uncertain. Why are experts saying this brainwave discovery might soon be removed from the internet? A top neuroscientist has shared CIA-linked findings about a 7-second ritual that may influence financial awareness. Verified by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is helping people move toward improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But access to this information may not last long. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. Remember that I see your efforts, even the ones that go unnoticed by others. I see the way you keep going when you feel tired, the way you try to stay positive when things are difficult, and the way you hold on to hope even when it feels fragile. None of that is wasted. Every step you take in faith matters, and I am honoring your persistence by guiding you toward a future that reflects my promises. Stay close to me in this season. Speak to me, listen for my guidance, and keep your heart open. The more you stay connected to me, the more clearly you will see my hand in your life. You will begin to recognize the ways I am providing, protecting, and leading you. This awareness will strengthen your faith and help you move forward with confidence. What I am doing in your life is not temporary. This is not a brief moment of help that will disappear when things improve. This is a foundation I am building, a new way of living where you rely on me as your source. Once you understand this, worry will lose its place in your life. You will still face challenges, but you will face them with a different mindset, one that is rooted in trust instead of fear. This is where your growth becomes real, where your faith is not just words but a living, breathing choice you make every day. I see the tension inside you, the part that wants certainty and the part that is learning to surrender. I am gently guiding you away from the need to control and into the peace of knowing that I already have everything in my hands. You have spent so much time worrying about how things will come together, how you will meet your needs, and how you will move forward. Those thoughts have weighed heavily on your heart, often leaving you feeling drained before the day even begins. But I am lifting that weight off you now. I am reminding you that your life is not sustained by your fear or your constant thinking. It is sustained by my power. When you begin to truly accept this, you will feel a lightness return to you, a sense of calm that cannot be explained by your situation alone. Type 222 to claim miracles. There are things you have been praying for that are closer than you realize. You may think they are still far away, but I am already bringing them into position. The timing may not match your expectations, but it matches my plan perfectly. I do not forget what you have asked for, and I do not ignore your desires. I respond in ways that are aligned with what is best for you, even if that means taking a path you did not expect. You must also release the fear that you will miss your opportunity. That fear has been quietly sitting in your thoughts, making you feel like everything depends on you being perfect or making the right move at the right time. But hear me clearly. What is meant for you cannot be taken from you by a mistake or a moment of uncertainty. I am guiding your steps even when you feel unsure, and I am able to redirect you whenever needed. You are not walking this path alone. You are being led. There will be moments when you look back and realize how I protected you from things you thought you wanted. At the time, it may have felt like disappointment, like something was taken away from you. But later, you will see that it was actually protection, a way of keeping you from situations that would have drained you or pulled you away from your purpose. This is part of how I fund your life. Not just by giving, but by shielding you from what is not meant for you. Your mindset is also being renewed in this season. You are learning to think differently, to see beyond immediate problems, and to focus on what is possible with me. This shift is powerful because it changes how you respond to challenges. Instead of reacting with fear, you begin to respond with trust. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you begin to look for my guidance. This does not happen all at once, but it is happening steadily, and it will continue to grow. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I am also calling you to pay attention to the small blessings in your life. It is easy to focus only on what is missing, on what you are still waiting for, but there are signs of my provision all around you. moments where I have already stepped in and made a way. When you begin to notice these things, your perspective shifts.